Morning everybody. Today I'll be talking about Carrot. I'm going to get straight into this because this is just a fun deck, and this is a new leader from OP8. So I have a 5000 power leader, 5 life, and activate main. Once per turn, if you have a mixed type character, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. So we've already had, basically now we've got 3 leaders that just say rest a character. One of the first ones was Perona, which you rest a cost 4 or lower. And then you've got Bonnie, which can rest any character during your opponent's turn once they've made their first attack. It's a fun deck. I've had a couple of tests with it. It's fun. However, 2 other people have tested it and they find it really fun. I've made a couple of modifications since it's been tested. So let's get into this. First things first, we have 4 of the cost 1 Wander, which is the searcher for Minx, 2000 attack, 1000 counter. It's really just a box standard. So on play, look at the top 5 cards, add 1 Minx to your hand, other than Wander, and now the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So there's Wander. Then we have 4 of the Milky. Bit obvious why people get absurd with this card. They love it. I just think it's a cartoon character on a bit of card overall. However, it's a 2k counter, the cost of 2. Activate main, you may rest this character. If your leader has the mixed type, add up to 1 of your Dawn cards as active, which is a lovely card. Obviously, you can pay 2 Dawn, activate a Dawn, attach to a leader, swing the leader. After your leader's rested one of your opponents, because end of day she's a Minx. It's usually what you do by your second turn. Then I play 3 of the Ezo, mostly for 2k counter, 2000 counter even. The cost of 3, 3000 attack. On play, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters to the cost of 4 or less. It's mostly for the counter, but it will benefit if you get it at the right time when you need it to get past blockers. Then we have 4 of the Pedro. Everyone's been ranting on about this. I know it's good, but I'm surprised it's not like very expensive the way they talk about it. So the cost of 4, 1000 counter and 5000 attack. Bog standard blocker nowadays for cost 4s. But on KO, you choose 1. You rest up to your opponent's Dawn cards, which can stop anything from like Katakuri, Kaido, Big Moms, if you've done it at the right time or during the right turn. Which is really good. But it also puts your opponent off if it comes to defending with counters when it's your turn. And then KO to 1 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 6 or less. It's good. But I'd rather be active rather than rested, but this is green we're talking about. So I'll play 4 of those. I think it's the only blocker I play actually, now I think about it. Excuse me. I've played 2 of the Jewelry Bonnie from OP7. Basically because it's a 1000 counter, cost of 5, 6000 attack. 6000's usually really good nowadays. On play, up to 1 of your opponent's rested characters or Dawn will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Again, it can lock down for big moms, big characters that you're expecting, depending if you know the decks that people are playing with it in front of you. So I'll play 2 of those. I was debating on 3, but it's really not needed that much. Then we have 4 of the fun Neko Mamoshi. Cost of 5, 1000 counter, 6000 attack. Again, there's a pattern in this deck, beginning from here. On play, if your opponent has 7 or more rested cards, so it's any rested cards, characters and Dawn, even leader. And if there's 7 or more, this card gains Rush. With 6000, the possibility of gaining Dawn from Milky. It's very good. Swinging with 7. You can even make it higher, of course. Right, and then we play 4 of the new Carrot, cost 5, which is pretty decent. On 1000 counter, the cost of 5 and 6000 attack. On play and when attacking, so you can use this in this set and when Blackbeard's finally floating around. I can't wait for that day. Anywho, so on play when attacking, up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. When you play 4 of these, they're searchable. Then not many people play anything over cost 7 during their 3rd turn. So you're locking them down. Even the 4th turn. So 4 of them are good and it's searchable. It is great. Then we play 4 of the old carrots from set 1. No, sorry, set 2. Cost of 5, 2000 counter, that's a bonus part, 5000 attack, and basically end of your turn sets to one of your Dawn cards as active. It's not really needed in this deck, either way it's a bit of a beat stick and it's 2000 counter. So altogether I do play 11. Then I play 3 of the new Inuarashi, which cost 5, 1000 counter, 6000 attack. Now on play, if your leader has the Minx type, up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. I'd say it's very good. End of day, if your opponent's activated stuff like Sabos or anything along the likes of that and swung with it and they don't realise people playing this, you've got them rested and you can just swing away at their life, if they have any. So, the rest of these are cost 8 and higher, and one cost 8 that I've noticed and I've tried to play in the past is getting more fame, well, getting a bit more fame now. So, we've got Don Quixote Rosinante. It's basically good against black decks, anything that really KOs. So we've got a cost 8, no counter, 8000 attack. Opponent's turn. If this character is rested, your active characters with a base cost of 5 cannot be KO'd by effects. And we have 3, 7, 11, 15, 17 cost 5s. So basically, play it from your hand, rest it, bring out a cost 5, anything like this, you target 2, they can't reactivate during opponent's next turn. I was originally playing Yamato, Secret, but that didn't do very well. In fact, didn't do anything at all, didn't even get KO'd. So I play 3 of these, because it is needed to get the rest of them out. All the cost 5s as possible, including your Nico Mamushi. And then I play 3 of these bad boys. I still have the manga for this, which I'm still quite happy. Otherwise, it's a cost 9, 9000 attack, and when attacking once per turn, you rest 1 Dawn to reactivate this card, so you're swinging again. Then activate the main second effect, activate main, you rest 2 Dawn, reactivate it, swing again. It's good against any deck, especially even Bonnies. It's good against Bonnies because your opponent can't just say, oh, it's rested. You reactivate it. And once these are on the field, these are really, really hated. The 2 people that tested this are actually happy to see this being in here, because everything's more or less rested anyways. So you just got to be careful of any black deck that can just go bang, it's gone. And then I play 3 of the Don Quixote, cost 10 from set 4, yep. 10,000 attack, and on play, up to a total of 3 of your opponent's rested characters or leader will now become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. It's a deadly card. I've never liked coming across this. No one ever does, especially when you go swing, boink, boom, boom. If you like crying. Other than that, I play 3 cards that nobody will expect to see in this deck because everyone usually wants to play the Zero event from cost 5 for green. Forgot the name of it, but it's a Rosinante, Don Quixote Pirates one. This I play the 9 Demon Slash is what I play. Because if you've got a rush, it basically goes with. Basically, what I'm trying to say is activate main. A leader or character gains 3000 power during this turn, one of yours. Then you may rest 1 of your characters with a cost of 3 or more. If you do, rest 1 opponent's character with a cost of 5 or less. So, one of the ideas is EZO, rest to cost 4, 2 extra on, rest to cost 5 or lower if you rest EZO. So you can charge up your Zoro, Rosinante, whichever comes first, preferably Zoro. And that's how that goes from there. You can do it to any of them. I do play 3 of these. And its trigger ability is rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Again, target a blocker. Why not? Then I play 3 of the new Electrical Luna. I haven't actually played this yet, but I have played its trigger. So, cost of 3, all of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 7 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. So if you're playing red decks especially, you just literally naffed them over, because everything's literally leaned over. And you're going to swing over the top of your opponent's leader next turn, your next turn. It's horrible, even though I'd sometimes prefer playing nowhere. And last, play 3 of the Zou, if that's the pronunciation for it. Reason why you should be really bothered about resting certain characters in this deck, because you can play this. So we have cost of 3, activate main. You may rest this stage if your leader has the Minx type. Set up to 1 of your Dawn cards as active. That's the activate main. And end of your turn, set up to 1 of your Minx type characters as active. Any Minx. I was thinking of playing this in the Green Black E-Show and play a few Minx in it. Because not only have you got this, even though you can't use the activate main to gain 1 Dawn, you still get the end of the turn to reactivate. So you can be swinging with blockers and all the rest of it. And your opponent can't just run them over. They have to KO them instead or return the bottom of your deck. A lot of people don't recommend playing the 2, and because I don't play the 0 cost green event from set 5, excuse me, once you've got it out, I've got 2 deck cards. But I still prefer 3 because you need it. It's great. Other than that, that's just a play deck, just a bit of fun. But yeah, just fun. I wouldn't mind having the alternate artwork, but if I don't, it's not a need. Thank you very much for listening, and have a bit of fun with it if you want. Bye for now.